Hey guys, today is Monday, September the 12th of 2022, and I wanted to go over XRP. Someone requested for me to give it a look. They're thinking about investing on it, or there's a lot of stuff going on with this instrument in regards to the SEC and some filings, and he just kind of wants to see, what's the potential of this getting any upside anytime soon, or it's just going to be like this for a while. So without any further delay, I'm going to get into it and just kind of show you what I'm seeing, what the charts are saying with the data, the cycles, just kind of give you my opinion. And then you could take it from there, whatever you decide to do. So this is a weekly chart. You know my motto. I like to start with the weekly and then work my way down. And I have data as far as I could get was to 2017. So I wish I could get more in the weekly, but this is as far as I could go. So there's two cycles here. One is the 192, which was correlation is really good. It's great. But then again, when you have this much data, it kind of reminds me of App Harvest when it came out. I was using these cycles, and then it just became a dud. Nothing was really happening. So you have to be very cautious with these cycles, especially when you have a baby instrument like this one, the XRP. So this one, the 192 is projecting a cycle low on around July the 10th of 2023. And if we take that one out, the next cycle is the 94. And you can see that this one says that we hit a cycle low on July, excuse me, the 11th of 2022. But the correlation is not the best. So, you have to be cautious here. Even though the cycles are up, it's kind of going sideways. You got to wait for price to confirm, making higher highs and higher lows. And maybe there's a probability that it's going to follow this cycle. But this cycle is not really that strong, and the correlation is not great. Now you take the 192 and the 96 and do a composite, and this is what you get. So if it does get a pop, it's going to get, it's going to be, till May, April, around there, the last week of April of 2023, and then it's going to continue going down. So that's that for the weekly. Let's go to the daily and see what the daily is saying. Okay, so here's the daily cycle, and I don't really like the daily cycle. There's a lot of stuff happening here. Let's see. So we have the 290, and it hits a cycle low. The correlation is not great. July, it's a peak around November. Not my favorite cycle. There's a 238, which is not that strong. It already hit a peak, and it goes down into next year. And then these are a little stronger in regards to strength. The 171 correlation is not even great there. July 10th hits a peak around September, the last week of September. Then you got the 151, which already hit a peak, and then it hits a trough around November. So it's very confusing, this one. And I don't know if it's just because of the price action. And maybe not enough data on the daily. So you know what? I don't really like the daily cycles. I'm not going to tell you, because it's just very confusing. There's nothing really even pointing in the right direction. But I just wanted to show you that these are the kind of things you come across also when doing analysis, that sometimes when it doesn't make sense and you can't get a clear picture, might as well avoid it altogether. So the daily, it's hard to decipher. The weekly, I already showed you those two cycles. So let's see what price action is going to do from here on out. But the daily, it's a no-no for me. Okay, so we here have a seasonality, and we don't have a lot of data. I think this goes as far as 8 years. I like at least 10. I like better even 20. But we're gonna play with what we got. Percent of months in which XRP closed higher than it opened from 2018 to 2022. And you can see that September 60%. Then October is kind of flat. November is a little weak within 5 years. And the max I have here is 8. So it's 2015 to 2022. You can see the September is pretty much flat. And October is weak. And November, December are the weakest. So that's pretty much what we have in regards to seasonality. So let's go to the next clip. This will be the last clip I have, just because there's not really that much data. Even if I import it on my other softwares that I use, I'm not really going to get anything insightful. So I'm going to try to keep it a little more, more simple here. So this is a monthly, and you see that we have a monthly crossover on the MACD, and it's showing a little positive here momentum, but not, not much. We got to see this at least starting to grow, but still negative. Trend is down, and we haven't had a sell signal yet, unless you go down to 0.15 cents or close to that. We'll go to the weekly. You got a MACD crossover, but you still have a sell signal on the weekly. And it's just pretty much, it's just been consolidating since, in regards to this range right here, since June, it's just been going sideways. But, it probably has been going, sideways even longer. If you look at this sideways price action, it's just the lawsuits and, all the SEC stuff. There's not really much interest in it. It's just waiting for things to resolve. So the cycles could just tell you one thing, but that's pretty much about it. Still in a negative, sell, nothing positive yet. Only the MACD has crossed, but you got to wait for price action. And then we go to the daily. Still don't have a buy signal yet. Hasn't even crossed over 37. It's just been chopping around since June. So once you start, making higher highs and higher lows, and maybe even test this 90 over here, then maybe things should start turning around. But so far, unless you want to just buy it and hold on for it for forever or whatever, I would be cautious here on this, especially on this stock or this crypto, until things get resolved. But nobody's piling in, and it looks like just like retail, just doing little moves here and there. Nothing major is happening here. But that's my opinion. That's my thought. You might see something else more than that, but this is what I see in the chart. Just take it as my opinion, not professional, advice or anything like that. And hopefully, things could start moving here, but it's kind of, stale in my eyes, waiting for something, and that's what the SEC needs to resolve for this thing to get some Momo. Those are my thoughts. Hopefully you like this video, and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on XRPUSD.